Hi, this is Yoshi. Today we're doing another Care Collab video here. And today's orchid for Care Collab is this guy. This is Encyclia or Prosthechea cochleata. And the Care Collabers this time is Ninja Orchids, Nina, and Orchids 365, and Roger's Orchid. Roger, everybody knows Roger, right? Anyways, so this one is upside down. This is the lips and this is the petals, petals, whatever. My wife will correct me if I'm wrong, but anyways, it's upside down. Whereas, see this? This is the lip, right? So this is upwards. So that's why it looks like octopus or alien or whatever you call it. This is where it lives, and everybody have a different situation. Nina's from Spain, Orchids 365 is from Florida, Roger's from England, and I am here from Lake Stevens in the United States, Washington State, Zone 8B. We have vivid four seasons, and yet a lot of rains in not a summer season, and pretty okay humidity, I would say. Right now it's September 7th or 8th or whichever it is. The temperature in this greenhouse, yes, I grow orchids in greenhouse, is in it's at 74 degree. I have fan on, brand new fan. Look at that, isn't that pretty? And then over there's another fan, heaters, and I keep this greenhouse about 65 at the lowest, and I should have this with me, huh? Around winter season, try to keep it 70 with the two heaters, which I think is very possible this year. I had a hard time last year and had a little bit of a cold damage on some orchids, but anyways, yeah, look at this. Isn't that pretty? Very long lasting blooms too, and smells funny. Some say it smells really good, but yeah, I don't really smell. It bloomed last year too, and this is actually a better show than last year. I had it as a division 2 years ago, I think, at the orchid show, local orchid show, and looks like more is coming out here. So yeah, it's definitely better show than last year. And look at these leaves. Most of them all actually fell, and it worried me a little bit. But then which one is this? This one grew and bloomed, and now this one grew and bloomed. So it's coming back. I believe it used to be called Encyclia, and those longer shape looks almost like Oncidium types. And I might be wrong, but those are called Prosthechea nowadays. It's a fairly new name, but yeah, supposedly fragrant, nice fragrance, but I don't detect that. And of course, people have a different opinion per each blooms. Some people say it's a nice fragrance, some people say no. So I guess I have to say no, whereas my daughter thinks it smells like orange, so good for her, right? Anyways, so we talked about this temperature thing. Try to keep it around 65 and up in the greenhouse. And this is actually facing east, and this way is south. So right now around this season I still have 50% shading net. As you can tell, the sun is right there at this point. There is a tree and those are deciduous, so in winter time it will give better sunlight, but being in the Pacific Northwest, sun is not really high and strong, so the shading net will be off by maybe, I don't know, end of September or something like that. But anyways, this one, put aside the fragrance, it's just a must-have orchid in my opinion. It's the shape, you know, the color, it's just so pretty and odd at the same time. So whether it has a fragrance or not, I would say it's a must-have. And of course there is like a green hornet, which is a pretty popular primary hybrid between cochleata and what was the other one? I forgot what it was, but yeah, green hornet is really popular and really kind of similar to this, but I think the petals a little shorter and little fatter. That's usually green hornet, but I don't have one. I have only cochleata, and this is pretty good, you know, and very reliable, easy going, super easy to grow orchid. I mean, like I said, the leaves fell and still kept going and bloomed and kept going, grew another one and bloomed, and I mean more to come, so strongly recommended. It shouldn't be too hard to find too, so yeah. What else can I tell you? Humidity, water, you know, it's after all, you know, Cattleya Alliance, at least that's how they hybrid, you know, be made. So I would treat it more like Cattleya types, you know, with a good level of light. It has a shading net reach here, but each side will have a strong light coming in all the way up until like maybe like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and then the shade starts. But this is around here is has the strongest level of light coming to greenhouse. So I think that's the secret of being a reliable bloomer, in my opinion. So that's light fertilizer. Nowadays I've been using slow release through, what is it called Osmocote. That's what I use, and because I'm just too busy, I also put some you know, powder or liquid supplements like CalMag or regular fertilizers in the water and then spray them. But it takes longer. Around this season I use tap water. My tap water is like a 20 to 30 parts per million, really soft, good quality water, so I don't really have to worry about reverse osmosis water or whatnot. So that's all what I do, and slow release fertilizer is gonna just make it easier. Now I don't even remember if I put slow release fertilizer in it. I can't see it, but I'm sure I put some in there. So that's the fertilizer. Humidity, I'll tell you right now, the humidity is 55%, but then I try to keep it higher especially when the temperature goes up. I wet the floor here, then evaporative evaporative cooling will happen, so you know, the humidity goes up and then the temperature stays fairly lower. I'm talking like under 90. That's my goal, so I'm trying to keep it under 90. That's for all the orchids really, but yeah, I think that's it, right? Yeah, with a good level of light I actually don't think humidity is a big issue to make it bloom. Probably light and fertilizer and watering, you know. Being a cattleya type, you wanna keep it fairly um, faster wet and dry cycle. So yeah, I think that's it. And hopefully if you find one and find it attractive, just grab one. It's a really nice easygoing orchid. So thank you for watching. Bye.